Amazing. And then this, I think, actually, you guys weren't here for this, but sometimes good things happen after.
Oh, yeah, I was here.
Tom was here for this one.
Oh, for in the chat room?
Yeah, Tom was here for that.
Right.
You weren't here.
No,
I was. No.
You were every.
You weren't.
Sure. No, you
Shut
were.
up.
You were. Give me more whiskey.
Next. All right. I love in the chat room.
Yeah.
Let's listen.
Hey!
I like the song again, too.
I like that song too. I like that too.
But this is when we were like goofing around on the pre-show, basically, right?
I think, yeah, totally.
And then it's just like
in the chat room.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Tom!
I don't have no rhythm. Hello.
Come on, Tom. Okay, ready? Say
Hello.
In chat room.
Tom!
That guitar part always reminds me of 90210 for some reason.
Really?
That.
All right.
I have no idea.
Before we go any farther, do we have any headphones for Donald? Because he's just sitting over there like, no idea.
Remember that time when we did that rap
it
on the
one time.
fly together?
He's doing work.
Remember that
Wasn't
time
it? I mean, wasn't it in the chat room or
No, it was a
just something
different
else?
thing. It was a different thing. It was like on the fly. You started like beatboxing and I like rapped on top, and I was like, dude, that was hot.
And it's lost
I could
forever
imagine
until
that.
someone discovers it.
I know
I
exactly.
just
Someone has
I
it.
just remember that vividly.
Wow. Man. Jason and Tom. All right, we're getting Donald some headphones so that we can do your video voicemails and voicemails. Dan Luder's in the chat room right now?
Ludas! In the chat
Oh, there you are.
Where is he, Tom?
In the chat room.
It's true. He has no rhythm. It's totally true.
No, he should have. Tom should have been like, in the chat room.
In the chat room. In the chat room. Dan Luders, oh my God. Thank you for everything that you've done. Your stuff is amazing. Amazing. I love that in the chat room song. I'm going to make that my ringtone. All right, so we have, I think you've queued up some regular voicemails, but we got a ton of video voicemails, which is super exciting. So this is the part where we should have brought some Kleenex.
Oh.
Because it's about to
It's
get
so hard to say goodbye.
Derek from New York City, also known as D-Dog in the chat room.
D-Dog.
Just wanted to thank you guys for some really incredible years together. You guys really helped me find the inner geek and discover my passion for science and tech and provide that daily place where I can just have fun and geek out. Even more importantly, I meet some incredible lifelong friends through Buzz Out Loud, whether it's Fat Emo Kid, Frontline Genie, Tap Shoes, IS, John Strickland, and so much more. But it's been an incredible ride. It's really sad to see this chapter end, but I think I'm just as excited for just following each and every one of you guys in your future endeavors, shows, and projects. So thanks a lot again, guys, and keep buzzing.
D-Dog.
D-Dog is the best.
Yeah.
He is
I thought
awesome.
his eyes were getting a little like stuffy
I
there.
know, a little bit. Well, it's going to get worse. Trust me. There's going to be like a lot of
It's
weeping.
all downhill.
D-Dog
from
is the reason that I have that sweet Clash of the Titans poster in my office that everyone makes fun of. But
there.
it's,
Wait, what are you saying, Tom?
but it's awesome. All right, we've gotten a video voicemail from this guy before, and
Yeah.
he is absolute genius. I love this.
Yeah.
It's this guy.
I won't play.
No!
I'm going to refresh it.
Okay.
Refresh.
Sometimes
I know,
you
I
can
thought
jump
that
it
was just
forward
part
a
of it,
little
because
bit.
that's his deal.
Yeah, right.
There it goes.
We'll find a place where there's room to grow. And yes, we've just begun.
He did one when we were going weekly, I think.
Yeah, he did when we were going weekly that was like the most
And
amazing.
his expression is...
It was much longer, like
Yeah.
3 minutes, and it was
good.
just incredible.
Yeah,
That guy is awesome.
What's his name?
He's Lucky in the chat room.
Yeah, Lucky the
Lucky.
silent guy.
I hope he's Lucky the Silent Guy.
Man.
God, he's genius.
That's awesome.
I came in here with that song in my head too because I was just like, oh my god. All right, let's keep him rolling. Colin Davies.
Colin Davies.
I love Colin.
This guy's awesome.
Goodbye, Molly, you must leave us, though it breaks your heart to go. Goodbye, Molly, you must leave us to make a different show. Steve and Brian will be with you, showing gadgets that make good. Everybody at CNET loves you. Goodbye, Mollywood.
Oh, my darling.
Look at his smile. It's so good.
For all the good you've done us, Molly, over the years, we thank you. Have a great career, and we look forward to getting more of your work.
Yay.
Oh my God, I love it.
I almost thought he was gonna stand up and then the robe would just go. And I'm like, whoa there,
Like,
buddy.
no, I love his smile at the end. He's like
Yeah,
so
it's a
proud of
beautiful
him.
smile.
He's like, I got through the whole thing. That is beautiful. Oh, Colin, you're the best.
That's awesome.
That was awesome.
Richard Gunther, many of you probably don't know, but we met him at CES because he was part of this, like, he and someone
yeah.
who we'll hear from a little later, part of the CNET backstage crew, which was like our
was fun.
attempt to bring users. That was pretty fun, actually. Actual users to CES. And Richard is one of them. He has the What Annoys Me Twitter feed that I totally love. Anyway, he sent us a video voice.
Hi, Tom, Molly, Veronica. I like the way that sounds. And all of your successors. Jason, Natalie, Rafe, Brian, Steven, and a ton of guest hosts. This is Richard Gunther with the Digital Media Zone. And I'm
Pimp.
so excited to hear about your new opportunities and just wanted to let you know how appreciative I am for the years of enrichment and enjoyment that I've had from Buzz Out Loud. I think I've listened for about 6 years now. One of the first podcasts I downloaded to my first iPod was Buzz Out Loud. And it's largely because of you, your show, the brief opportunity I had to work alongside you a few years ago at CES that I'm writing more now for a tech blog and podcasting. I feel like it's the end of an era, but the writing's been on the wall for a long time, and I'm very happy for all of you. I wish you the best with your endeavors, but I want to encourage your producers not to alienate listeners entirely for the golden promise of video. Can't watch a video at work, can't watch a video on the road. There's still a very good use for audio content, and it's still very relevant today. Anyway, thanks. And I'll be listening for more great content from all of you.
Aw.
Oh, thanks, Richard. That's a hard one, this audio.
Oh, go ahead.
That was a fun CES.
Yeah, yeah.
Say a happier thing.
Well, this is where Tom steps in and says, hey, guys, you can listen to all the audio podcasts you want on Twitch.
Like, actually,
Frogpants.com has many audio podcasts.
as you like. There will still be, this is a good time to reiterate, actually, that you're still going to get a lot of great audio podcasts from CNET, including Roundtable.
Yes.
Reporters Roundtable. Yes. Although it's not live anymore. Now we're going to do it recorded.
But it'll still be audio.
Yes, it'll still be audio. Good in-depth interviews on the topics that you care about, and some you don't. But listen anyway, because it's a good show.
Roundtable is a good show,
Great
and
show.
I'm really glad it's continuing. That's
Oh,
like
my.
the kind of... Rafe gets phenomenal guests. I mean, you really
Yeah.
do. Like, Kara Swisher's coming in, what, in half an hour? You're going to be drunk as a skunk?
Yeah, that's why I'm not drinking much more. Steven, you lay off too.
Yeah. I'm on
So
my
that will be
second
awesome.
glass of Jim Beam here.
Water, booze,
Yes.
water, booze.
The 404 will still be available as an audio show. And Bridget's, in fact, for those of you who are still mad about the CNET News podcast going away, Bridget Carey's CNET Update will be available as an audio podcast, an audio, like, kind of daily news update. So there is still some, but it's true. This is, you know what? It's a change. I got a tweet about that. Like, my favorite thing ever was when you said it's a change. Well, not
There
so
you
funny
go.
now, is it?
Jeannie gave me permission. Jeannie gave me permission. I'll be back, guys.
She gave you permission to go pee?
You know, Apple released a Java patch to thwart the virus we were talking about earlier.
Oh, great.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks for the update, Tom.
They heard it.
Yeah.
They heard us. All right, let's do the next one. A video voicemail from Rajiv. I love that BT needs a pee
You
break.
guys are going away, so I want to give you my last message that I started this show, then came to know that you guys are on Twitter. Then I made a Twitter for you guys. Then somehow I fell in love with this show and I started watching on a regular basis. But all of a sudden, you guys decided to move it to weekly. And unfortunately, my job switched my schedule in the nights on Thursday. I used to get only 3 hours sleep, so I can catch up this show early in the morning. And Mollywood and Brian Tong, you guys are funny and informative at the same time. It's awesome. And Steven Beecham, bro, you're awesome.
Like my emo hair.
You never get tired. You're very efficient in switching cameras back and forth and playing background audios and managing everything. That's great.
No.
And
I would have remembered that.
I just want to give you a suggestion if you guys can make another show in this pretty same room with 3 of you guys. Don't make it live, but just shoot it the same way you guys doing a live show, and record it like this and put it on a CNET. That'll be awesome. You don't need to make it like an hour long or like something like that. Make like 30 minutes show, but there should be no editing, no special effects. It's like the way you guys think, the way you guys do. It's in the same way. Steven Beecham, bro, I'm just not into it.
Oh.
Thanks, Rajiv. That's really nice, man.
We should have done a special Into It, Not Into It just for this one. Except that everyone was like, clearly not into it. Pretty obvious.
So who's into
it? I did produce one, actually.
Who's into it?
You do have one?
I did produce one, yeah.
Well, you have it.
I'm scared to do it, though. I'm nervous.
We're going to do
it.
You want to do it?
We're going to do it.
Okay, cool.
Do you guys know what this segment is? For
No.
old time? Okay.
Dude, it
so
is
for the
best.
old time Buzztowners and people that haven't been on the show, we have this fun segment towards the end of the show called Into It or Not Into It. Steven is the MC, and he basically throws out a headline and maybe a 2-line description about a story or a product, and you just spit out if you're into it or not into it. It's also accompanied by some awesome techno house music, which gets us fired up.
And then we dance.
And then we dance.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. All right.
Do you
Should
guys
we do
wanna
it?
do it?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Then we'll
All
do
right,
the
let's
rest
do
of the voicemails and emails and try to be out of here by
Okay.
noon.
Who cares?
I have been drinking. I have been
It's gonna be
drinking a
done
little
by
bit,
our
so-
old recording time.
Who cares?
Yeah.
All right.
Indeterminate means indeterminate. I'll be here all
Okay.
day.
Boom.
All right, let me get it set up here, and then we'll make this.
Should we
thing
try it out?
happen.
Wait, no, they laughed at me when I said we might be in here 90 minutes. They were like, no. I'm like,
I was like, we gotta
There's
do other
booze.
stuff.
Okay,
Okay, ready?
I laughed. I was like, really? An hour and a half?
uh-huh.
Okay, it's your turn.
Okay,
Steve.
here we go.
Here we go. Into
I'm
it,
gonna
not into
start
it. Do we all say we're into it or not? Like everybody?
Just going around in a
maybe
circle.
we should go around.
I
the
think
room,
so.
I guess,
And
yeah.
Donald, you can sneak in here and yell. Yeah, you can do that.
All right. Let's get ready to judge some tech products.
I'm into it.
I'm not into it.
All right. Everyone get fired up. Everyone's dancing. We're moving. We're dancing. We're grooving. All right. Yeah. This is Into It, Not Into It. We run down some recent tech product releases and decide quickly whether or not we are simply into it or not into it. Let's get started. Number 1, do-it-yourself robots. An MIT Labs project envisions a day where people can design and 3D print their own personalized robots, which could be built to solve specific tasks. Molly Wood, are you into do-it-yourself robots?
Dude, how could I not be into that? I'm so into it.
Brian Tong.
I want to print out women robots. Into it.
Veronica Belmont.
Into it.
Tom Merritt.
Already doing it.
Oh! Rafe Needleman.
Totally into it.
Jason Howell.
Into it.
And Donald Bell.
Yeah.
Correct answer is I'm into it. I'm already designing my own beer fetching robot. Give me your beer robot. Ow! Moving on, number 2. Ashton Kutcher is rumored to be playing Steve Jobs in an upcoming biopic. Say it isn't so. Molly Wood, are you into it?
Oh my god, I'm so not into it. Come on.
Ryan Tom.
No one else.
Hey, as long as Zach Galifianakis plays Steve Wozniak, into it.
Yeah. Veronica Belmont.
Could not be less into it.
Tom Merritt.
I think whatever Veronica thinks.
Rafe Needleman.
I want Jack Black as Woz.
Yes.
Donald Bell. Not into it.
Dude, not into it.
Correct answer is
Wait,
I'm
no.
into it. As long as I get Keanu Reeves to play old Steve Jobs. I think that would be cool if Keanu Reeves.
See, Keanu Reeves could be him all throughout.
All right, number 3, Shazam. Shazam is for iOS has announced they're adding TV show discovery to the app. Now you can Shazam a TV show to find out what you are watching. Molly Wood, are you into this?
That is sick, except for, wait, I have a guide button on my remote control. I'm so not into that.
Brian Tong, are you into this?
I don't want to tag what I'm actually watching. Not into it.
Veronica Belmont.
That is kind of stupid. I have TiVo.
Tom Merritt.
I'm busy watching. Why would I be into that? Not into it.
Rafe Needleman.
I already got 3 screens going. Don't need another. Not into it.
Jason Howell.
I don't mind it. Why not? It's another way to find out if you really need to. I'm okay into it.
Donald Bizow.
What's a TV?
He said, what's a TV?
The correct
Donald the
answer.
Neo-Amish.
Correct answer is I'm not into it. I'll figure out what I'm watching when I'm watching it on my television. Not using this. Moving on. Number 4.
The correct answer is
Google recently confirmed their work on the Google heads-up display glasses and also hinted that they're working on a glass elevator that will take you into outer space. Molly Wood, are you into
Oh my god,
glass
I am
elevators?
into all of it. I am into the glass elevator and I want the glasses now.
Brian Tong.
I'm into it, but I don't like the picture they use that looks like my brother.
Veronica Belmont.
Into it. I want to go to there being the future where I can wear those every day.
Me too, please.
Tom Merritt.
Into what? It's not real. Call me when it's real. Not into it.
Jason Howell.
I'm into it when they get to version 2 or 3.
Donald Bell.
He just got rid of his glasses. He doesn't want any more. Rafe Needleman.
Correct. Oh, Rafe. I'm sorry, Rafe. Rafe.
I'm never leaving the house. People be bumping into each other. No, thank you. Dangerous. Staying home.
Correct answer is I'm into it. I'm a big fan of Willy Wonka and the Terminator, and I will totally ride a glass elevator into space while wearing my Google HUD glasses. Moving on.
Any minute now.
Number 5. Designer Joe Dowsett has designed these Lady Gaga-inspired headphones that blindfold your eyes so you only focus on the music. The red spikes are meant to let others know that you do not want to be bothered. Molly Wood, are you into headphones that blindfold you?
I'm so into that for the airplane. God, no. Are you insane?
Brian Tong.
So into it. I like sea urchin eyes.
Veronica Belmont.
Not into it. That is the stupidest thing I have ever seen.
Tom Merritt.
Have them as contacts. Into it.
Rafe Needleman.
Just turn out the lights.
Donald Bell.
I want the whole helmet.
He wants the whole helmet.
Protect me from attacking the head while wearing it.
Correct answer is I'm not into it. These are totally ridiculous, but they would be fun on the bus to like scare the hell out
I
of
do
people.
like the keep people away thing.
Yeah.
Or at a heavy metal headbang off.
Yeah,
you could see
It could be
through
really dangerous.
Yeah.
All right, last but not least, number 6. The good peeps at Think Geek have created the inflatable Captain Kirk captain's chair. For only $25, you can have this comfy piece of the Star Trek Enterprise to inflate on the go. Molly Wood, are you into inflatable captain's chairs?
Are you sure that's not an April Fool's joke? Because it is Think Geek, so I'm going to say not into it just to be safe.
Brian Tong.
Into anything inflatable.
Veronica Belmont.
Into it. I want that for my lady lair.
Tom Merritt.
As long as it's not an inflatable captain. Into it.
Rafe Needleman.
The weight limit is 120 pounds, so I'm sad that I can't sit in it.
Donald Bell.
Captain's chair shouldn't squeak.
A captain's chair should not squeak. he
Jason
said.
Howell.
By the way,
Jason Howell.
I don't think I'd fit in that thing, so I'm not into it.
The correct answer is I'm way into it. I will totally take this thing down to the beach and sit long and prosper with a beer in my hand. Now we dance! Woo! All right. Oh, wow. Thank you guys for playing. I was so nervous about that.
I'm not done dancing.
Worked out.
I know, we're still dancing.
Yeah!
Where's your glow sticks, Jason?
Oh, I can do that too. Let's
They're
rave,
in his
Jason.
mind.
Oh, yeah, raving.
We're raving now. We're raving.
By the way, I am super into an inflatable Patrick Stewart.
Move
I'm
like
just
a
putting that out there.
Cool. Thanks for indulging me, you guys.
Raving.
Dude, into it, not into it is
Raving,
possibly,
raving.
that has to be a spin-off. Like,
I didn't
Buzz
know.
Out Loud can go away, but into it, not into it has to stay. Somehow.
It's a good page.
Bonnie's
changer.
approached
It's
me
a good
about
page
something.
changer.
It's good stuff.
He's in negotiations.
That's fun.
Outstanding. All right, I think we have some voicemail, right?
Yeah, we
Gil
have some
SD has just arrived in the chat room.
Whoa.
Thank God for our 2-hour
Gil.
show because he made it
drink,
out of court.
drink. Show me drink.
We're drunk on your champagne.
I was like falling asleep earlier.
He
Joe.
was. He actually
seriously.
he had like half of a cup of champagne and then he was falling asleep over that little nubbin.
And you're not exaggerating.
I'm not exaggerating.
good.
He got so sleepy he had to go potty.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
That's fine.
So you got some voicemails for us?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a surprise because they're not in the doc. We don't know.
So I'll play Gil's first. This is from Gil Cabrera.
Hey, Buzz crews of past and present. It is Gil from San Diego. And as the official and unofficial Attorney General of Buzz Nation, I rise to object. No, that's not enough. To strenuously object at the
There.
departure of this great show. We, the Buzz Nation, and chat room community will miss it dearly. It seems as though the daily and then weekly show has been part of my ritual for years now, and I know there will be a large gap in my life moving forward. I look forward to all of your future endeavors and have been enjoying some of your current endeavors, looking at you, TNT crew. But in the end, I will miss the showmance, the awkward moments, the well-actuallys, the legal corrections I got to make. And I must say, as to this decision to cancel Buzz Out Loud, I am not into it. It has been a great ride. Thank you for all the wonderful information you bestowed and the fun way in which you did it. Best wishes to all. I can't wait to see what you have in store for us next. Gil Cabrera from San Diego signing off. Loved the show.
Loved the show. That right, that's the title.
The sad trombone.
That is the title.
That's the title moment right there.
The sad trombone. Damn.
Loved the show.
Loved the audience.
Oh God, I know. Loved the audience. Wow, I'm typing that into the. That hurt, man.
Everyone's like,
holy crap, Gil. Oh.
Everyone just died.
This is the time on BOL where we cry.
Where we cry. Und cry. His objection, by the way, has been sustained several times in the chat room. As you might imagine.
Oh, man.
All right, so I'm going to play Botch Kid real quick.
Yeah, Botch Kid.
This guy's good.
Hey, it's Botch Kid from Nebraska or Linden, and I was calling to thank you for everything that you've done over the years and to tell you a story of how you've affected my life. I was having a really crappy day one day, so I decided to get on my computer and listen to the episode where Botch Kid was born, and I laughed in the middle of class having a bad day, and that made my day so much better. I don't really know if you realize how much you've affected people's lives by the show. Thank you so much for everything you do. Always and forever, I love the show. Botch Kid.
Botch
Kid.
He was
Botch
angry.
Kid.
He was angry because you went off on Cars 2.
Yeah.
Molly Wood,
This is the
just
one.
think it's not very cool for you to be a total botched.
About Cars 2. It was like the best voicemail. Molly Wood.
Hilarious.
I don't think it's cool for you to be such a botch about Cars 2. He was so awesome. And then he became Botch Kid and he called us like 50
Botch
times.
Kid's in the house, in the chat room.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh, yay, Botch Kid. I'm so glad you're in the chat room.
God, I would do anything for an Alex Brewer call.
I know. Alex
he's grown
Brewer. He's all grown
He's
up.
retired.
Alex Brewer is retired. He is retired. He was like, what,
He
11?
was the original Well Actually.
He was the
Yes.
guy. Yeah, he invented the Well Actually because he would call us with some frequency.
He certainly wasn't the very first voicemail, but he
Correct
was
things.
probably in the first batch.
He had to be in the first
Yeah.
batch of
Yeah,
voicemails.
he's
Yeah,
probably
and
the first
he's
botch.
he's the first botch, and he was the one who coined Well Actually, which we started to say a lot snottier. Well, actually, you guys.
Yes,
Well,
and
actually-
Remy and Trip.
God, where are those guys? I still worry about Trip. I'm not even gonna lie.
We never heard from Trip again.
We never heard from
Really?
Trip again,
I know.
and that
Oh, really?
upsets me deeply.
Oh crap!
Trip was a caller who was clearly some kind of like secret operative or military guy, and he would always be calling from an undisclosed location, and we didn't hear from him for a month, and then we've never heard from him again, and it really is like,
It's part of his
Yeah.
ploy.
I want-
It's part of his ploy. He's like, I just
Hey,
want
this
them
is
to think I'm
Remy
a spy.
to give
Trip
me
is
my
my
Trip
phone.
is
Can we have
actually
that?
Rafe
Wait,
Needleman.
wait.
Do we have a Hey, this is
We
Remy?
do. Hold on, I'm gonna find it because it was in the 1,000th episode.
I would like to reveal at this point that Trip is one of you.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Trip is in this room right now.
Oh no, the feed just died apparently.
Oh,
well.
really? Go over to Ustream if the feed died.
Really?
All right, let's.
I see it. I see it.
Record.
Here's the Remy, and then remember the 1,000th episode. Remy sent us a video voicemail, which Steve, I'm putting in the very top of the document right this second, and we were like, "Dang, Remy's even cute on top of that voice." Veronica and I had an audio crush on Remy. I'm not
Totes
even gonna lie.
crush.
Totes audio crush because
Yeah, he's got
the
a great voice.
Wait, it's in the very top?
Yeah, it's in the very top of the YouTube.
Hey, this is Remy.
That's not it.
that's
that
not
was
even close.
Not.
You wish.
Hey, this is Trip. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's actually Remy. And I'm modeling here my Buzz Out Loud t-shirt
Yes.
that I won in episode 269. You know, last year I was trying to listen to some of the first episodes to find some of the historic Buzz Out Loud moments. Did you know, for example, that it was in episode 3 that the first reference was made to Tom's use of transitions. And I would tell you more, but my time is up. Congratulations.
I like he references Trip in
And he
that too.
referenced
That's
Trip.
great.
What a crossover! And we were like, oh my god, Remy's cute in real life too.
Yeah, he's a handsome man.
I know, and he has like great
a
voice.
handsome man.
We'd get so excited. In fact, I think there was even an audio a clip just that we used over and over of just Veronica and I being like, "Hey, Remy."
Hey, Remy.
Yep. Now it's all out. It's all out there on the table.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Remy, call in.
Call us.
Call us sometime.
Call us, Remy.
Don't call me. Call them.
Do you have more voicemails?
Let's
or
play
should we?
Fordo.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
this is a good one.
yes.
Okay, I'm not going to cry, you guys. It's Fordo. I'm not going to cry. I'm just listening to this week's podcast. It's 9:40. I'm in, like, Nowheresville, somewhere in Pittsburgh right now. And I just learned that next week is the last show. So, okay, I'm totally not going to cry, but I'm kind of going to cry. So I just want to tell you what I'm doing right now. Do I have a beer in my hand? Yes, of course I do, because it's Fordo. Hi, Tom. I totally miss you.
Hi, Fordo.
But I want to tell you that I'm studying for my LSATs right now that I take in June. And one of the reasons I'm taking my LSATs is because I want to get out of business and I want to be a lawyer in the middle of my career. And that's in large part because of BOL. Like, you guys had me at the Copyright Act of 1909. You had me. I'm like, what the hell am I doing in this job? I love listening to you guys talk about IP stuff, copyright stuff, where is content going, TV everywhere, all that kind of stuff. And in the last 6 months, I've realized I need to go to law school. That's what I'm fired up about. So it's been an awesome 6 years. I can't believe it. Okay, and this has definitely gone over 30 seconds. Damn, I was all about making 30 seconds for my last call. But you have literally changed my life. You were really a major influencer in my saying, I am taking the LSATs and getting the hell out of Dodge and changing my career. So, there's whatever. Not whatever. I hate when people say whatever, because to me that's code for F you, so not whatever. But you've changed my life in many ways. And I've met many great friends. And that's all, because I may cry. I'm going to have another sip of beer. Bye, guys.
Fordo just twittered 12 minutes ago. She's on a gorgeous beach on an island off Savannah with a beer in hand.
Oh, babes. We wish we were there. Fordo, the only person to be forever exempt from the 30-second
Yeah,
rule.
she's given a pass every time.
She is.
I don't know if she ever came in under 30 seconds
God,
either.
no. I was expecting this call to be like a good 4 minutes.
Yeah,
I was
right.
pretty amazed, actually, that it wasn't.
Hey, Fordo, email me. I'll hook you up with Denise Howell anytime you want.
I love Fordo. I saw her the last time I was in New York. She's my roommate for life. All right, let's read a couple emails from some of our oldest and most awesome listeners, and then the rest. We'll just get through as many as we can until we can't talk anymore. And we'll split them up in the old days.
Team.
But I got to do this first one from Mo and Veej, the boys from Boston.
Aw.
These guys, oh man, they're, to me, like Mo and VJ are, right? Yeah.
Yep.
You got to finish your drink for Mo and VJ. These guys are amazing. The boys from Boston, as two early settlers of Buzztown, or as it was known then, Buzz Unincorporated Area, we are proud of the way our little corner of the internet grew into a Buzztropolis. We'll miss BOL because it is more than simply a tech show. BOL is a community with fellow settlers like Trip, Remy, and Fordo. It's Earthlink Guy, Molly Rants, Tom's unappreciated segues. I don't know if they're unappreciated.
I think he's being ironic.
I think so. Tong's dulcet tones, the Frapper map. What's Frapper again? Spectacle Fest, Goobuntu Baby Talk. Goobuntu. Computer Love, Into It, Not Into It. Well, actually, conversations with tech luminaries. And, of course, keeping abreast of the day's news. Snicker. PT was over there like, he did it. For 7 years.
Oh, Lordy.
7 years. You've talked the two of us through countless otherwise mind-numbing hours in the car between NYC and Boston. You made us laugh, snarf our coffee, and occasionally even tear up. But this is why we love BOL. No other show combined tech, heart, humor, analysis, and silliness so consistently. We hope you know that BOL was something special and irreplaceable. Those of us who listen and watch feel lucky to have been a part of it. Keep on buzzing. Sniffle. The boys from Boston.
Aw.
Likewise, boys.
Ditto, guys. What I feel best about is that we can now count like Mo and Veej among like our pals. They're like, amigos.
Also, Veej is a wicked dancer.
Veej is A wicked dancer.
No one knows, but he can get down.
He can
That's
get
all
down.
I'm gonna say.
We have Vij and I have pretty much like a permanent date to go see the Spasmatics in Austin. Whenever they may be playing CNET party or otherwise. Like that is a permanent get together. All right, I'm gonna give the next one to Tom because you were here for this.
It doesn't say who it's from.
It's from I'm sorry, it's from Nate Langston.
Ah, Nate.
Yes.
Ah.
Nate Langston. I will not try to read it in a British accent.
That's why I gave that one to you.
I was as disappointed as else to hear BOL was to end after all these years. But most of all, it's because I consider the show to be the reason I got my big career break. Many years ago, in the early days of the show, Tom and Molly announced that CNET.com was hosting a competition for a tech fan to go to CES with CNET to do some backstage blogging from the show floor. I thought, might as well enter. To cut a long story short, my entry won me a place, and I spent a few days writing and doing videos from the show. Because I was running a little technology site of my own at the time, I'd written a lot about consumer tech and ended up being asked into CNET's Next Big Thing panel at CES. He was actually saved our panels.
He saved. You have no idea, Nate.
Where I talked about the future of Blu-ray and other media. Someone from CNET UK was in the audience at the time and said I should get in touch back in England as they were looking to hire someone to review MP3 players and audio gadgets. I applied, and I think in part thanks to what I had the chance to do at CES, I got the job and moved to London a few weeks later. Since then, I had several roles at CNET, ended up as senior editor before being asked to take over the position as editor of Wired.co.uk, where I've been for the last 2 years or so. I honestly believe that had I not been listening to BOL in those early days, I'd never have heard about the CES competition, never have been seen by a CNET UK manager, and never got the early break I got as a result. I'm grateful to have been able to go full circle and guest on BOL a couple of times since then, and even more grateful for the 1,500 Buzz Out Louds I've never missed, and the resulting career they ultimately helped me develop. Buzztown forever, Nate.
That's amazing.
Isn't that amazing? I know the chat room's like, no,
yeah.
no way.
And, you know, I have to say, in similar fashion, I would never have a career in tech myself if it hadn't been for BOL. You know, if I had never, been a podcast fan and asked to produce the show and gotten the chance to talk on the show, and then that led to doing video stuff, and now that's what I make my life doing, and it's all because you guys let me push a button.
Yeah. Ditto.
It's pretty, actually.
Word for word.
Yeah.
I feel like I owe my career to Buzz Out Loud.
Absolutely.
I do too. There's no question that I do.
Oh, my career is
there's zero
entirely different than it would have been without
Mhm.
Buzz Out Loud. I mean, I would have had one, but it would have been as a product manager probably or some horrible thing like that. Yeah.
Some horrible thing like that. No offense, you guys. No offense.
Horrible for me.
Yeah.
For me.
So Nate's subject line was thanks for the career. And I was kind of like, yeah, I feel the same way about Buzz Out Loud, actually. Thanks for the career. Dr. Carl wrote the next email. Oh my God. I
We
love
love
Dr.
you.
Carl.
You mean Carl the med student?
Yeah. Exactly.
Holy crap.
Carl the med.
there you go.
Who was Carl the med student?
In the time that we were doing the show, Carl went from Carl the med student to Carl the resident to Dr. Carl.
Dr. Carl.
And he is now totally practicing. And it's amazing. He said, I'm sure there's a ton of stuff going on today, so I'll be brief-ish. And by that, he means kind of like Fordo. I just wanted to say thank you for Buzz Out Loud. Thank you for keeping me informed, for making me laugh, and providing the opportunity to meet and become friends with a whole new group of awesome people that I'd likely never have met otherwise. When I think back on the last 5 years, I realize I stopped coming for the news probably 4 years ago. It was great and all, but the amazing part was the dynamic. This is why BOL is truly special, in my opinion. Regardless of who was hosting or producing, your personalities just meshed and shined through, and it was an absolute blast to listen to and then watch and then participate in. First and foremost, I'm happy because you guys seem really excited about the new stuff coming down the pipe, and I can't wait to see what it will be. I expect nothing but the best. No pressure. And I'm not going to miss anything because almost nothing is really going away. Like I said before, your personalities make anything you touch awesome, so I'm not worried. That being said, between you and me, my only tiny concern is the fate of the BOL community, the chat room, and the interactivity with you guys. I hope there are some ideas out there to try and at least maintain, if not further cultivate those relationships between fans and between fans and CNET personalities. These things mean a good deal to me, and I'm guessing to many of your other loyal fans as well. Anyway, the rude get-off-stage music is starting to play, so some more quick thanks. Thanks for the swag, the coveted green t-shirt, the gray t-shirt, and the autographed t-shirt, the book on how to use OS X, regular, leopard, though I've never owned a Mac. LOL, you the man, Jason. The many stickers, the two-way audio splitter, oh, and the drinks in NYC ×2. Boom. Thanks for all the shout-outs and congratulations on the med school, the residency, and the job. Aside, Molly, I finally bought a ring. You finally bought the ring. We have to talk later. Last time I saw him in New York, we were plotting the whole. Anyway, he bought the ring. So that's exciting. Thanks for the memorable moments. I'll always keep with me, obviously. Too long to list here. And my favorite BOL moment of all, many, going to have to go with when you guys received the 1000th episode care package shirt that we made for you all. That was the ish.
Absolutely.
And just a funny little FYI, when I started listening to the show, it was on this, and then he said that like an image. Well, anyway, we'll get to that. Thanks for all the good times. Good luck moving forward. I'll be watching Cake and Bourbon. Love Dr. Carl.
Yay.
Dr. Carl. Oh. Yay. That is just amazing, Dr. Carl. And also, I have the shirt here.
Ah, that was my next
I
question.
recognize that envelope.
That manila covered envelope.
And I think it's only appropriate for the shirt to go to Tom.
Aw.
In case you guys don't know, the 1000th episode was like our most unbelievable fans got together and they passed this shirt all around the world, and they all signed it for months.
Yes.
And they all signed it, and they sent this envelope of postcards, which I'm keeping. But I feel like our audience doesn't. I hope you fully appreciate how much Tom was like the heart and soul of building this community and building the show, and Tom was the guy who convinced me that I should talk to you. To you guys, you being the community. And so this has to live at your house, hopefully in a frame.
Now
I need that.
Good stuff.
Thank you. It's all about.
That's awesome.
I gotta show it.
There is no BOL community without Tom Merritt. And he made me a believer. This shirt is
look at that. Every block ended up in
Unbelievable.
a different part of the world.
In
like
a
every
different
block
part
of
the world.
Texas.
Like it literally went around the world.
I believe.
Yeah.
That's great.
That was just you're floored when you're surprised by something like that, because you just can't
That's
believe
amazing.
the amount of thought and
Yeah.
everything that went into that and,
And
effort.
foresight.
That was so good. Coordination. Thank you, Molly.
No problem, babe. All right. Do you guys remember the dude who made the Buzz Out Loud menu? Because we talked about food all the time. That guy made a new menu. He uploaded the menu. And then he posted this. He sent us this hilarious. He's from Austria. He sent us this hilarious update. Dear Burp Out Loud customers. It is with great regret that we, the BOL team, have to inform you that we are closing down our restaurant business indefinitely. In the last 6 years, we matured from a little, it won't take longer than 5 minutes, takeaway place, to a stylish, modern, and trendy restaurant, always serving you the latest and greatest meals while still giving them our own personal flavor. But due to restructuring in our parent company, we are moving on to new ventures. And even though there won't be any freshly live cooked dishes anymore, we would like you to inform you that as of June 2012, we will be opening a series of vending machines throughout the country. Although cold and pre-packaged, ouch, all the snacks are still prepared by our top staff that you've come to know and love in the last couple of few years. All the machines will be operated on demand 24/7 and restock weekly with new delicious and exciting meals so that you will always have something to look forward to. Thank you for your understanding.
That's great.
Yeah, and he updated the menu
Dude.
with all of these old, it's just incredible.
What does some of it say on there? Let's see.
Yeah, let's go down. So he has the connect sex
Connect
on the
sex
beach.
on the beach.
100
Yeah.
drinks.
The hot tea.
The tea and the tea to go for mobile people who are stressed more. The huli chicken.
What's the
The
Belmont
tech
chicken?
unicorn.
Yeah, what's the Belmont chicken?
Served with sauce
Sauce
Veronique.
Veronique. Only available one more time on our last day of business.
Aww.
That's amazing. The
That's
tab
awesome.
burrito. It's all there. The Fils-Aimé plate.
Genie in a bottle.
Fresh.
Genie in a bottle. I get it.
That is amazing. Veggie Flicks. Wow, dude.
DRM scrambled eggs.
I am awake. Kickstarter. Yeah, the DRM scrambled eggs, quick bites, box of eggs.
Some of our dishes may contain bugs.
Oh, nice. Amazonian
meat puppets. I remember that one. So good.
the tomato winning salad garnished with tiger blood.
Tiger replied.
Waffles on a stick. Yay.
Bronies.
Looks about it.
Brownies.
Some brownies.
That's amazing. And then he's got a whole guide to it. We're totally. I tried to print that out on our color printer today, but it caused yet another printer rant because, of course, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Driver,
probably. All right. Does somebody else want to read some emails?
Veronica.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next email?
How about Juan from Johor, Malaysia?
Okay, let's see. Sorry, I have a hard time making the
Google Docs, dude. It's
Google
a
Doc
nightmare.
work properly. Okay. Hey, Buzz crew. It is extremely sad that Buzz Out Loud will come to an end. It had a wonderful run. Before you guys sign off for the last time, I have 2 dying wishes that I hope you can fulfill. Wish number 1, please take and post a group photo of all the official hosts and producers of Buzz Out Loud. It shall be a great piece of human history.
I hope so. Can we get it into a space shuttle or something?
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah. Some kind of time.
Those ended
time
before we
capsule.
did.
Yeah, good point.
Oh,
we outlasted
science.
space shuttle.
Wish number 2, have a Buzz Out Loud theme song remix duel between Jason and Steven. I'm sure it will be awesome. To the Buzz crew and ex-Buzz crew, may all of you continue producing great shows and content. To Buzz Out Loud, rest in peace. You will be missed dearly. Tears. For one last time, love the show. Juan from Johor, Malaysia, fan of the show since the numberless episodes.
Wow. All right, I got to give BT the next one because when I read it, just silently, I totally cried.
Oh.
So I can't read it out
Tom
loud.
have Tom read this one.
All right.
Oh, sure.
You take this one.
Tom will probably
I
cry
know
too.
Tom can do it. Maybe Rafe can take it, and he'll like croak through it.
You want me to croak through this?
Yeah.
The JJ one?
Yeah, the JJ one.
All right.
That's so appropriate.
Dear Buzz Crew, past, present, and future. Hey, J.J. Abrams successfully rebooted Star Trek. I'm proud to say I've been a loyal listener, subscriber, viewer, live streamer since Molly and Tom sounded like they were huddled around a small voice recorder. And long before Veronica ever spoke, which was just a little baby.
So wee thing.
Much less fired Jason. Through your passion and commitment, I have been informed, enlightened, enraged, entertained, and sometimes heartbroken, James Kim. However, the one thing I will always be grateful for is all of you can now all have the lives you touched and changed. I wanted to let you know you did both. Much success to you all in the future. Until then, second star to the right and straight on till morning. Eureka Geek.
Man, it's the Star Trek one that totally did it.
That's sweet.
You didn't read it like Shatner.
You want me? I will go there.
Would you? I know we do. Actually, yes. Come on.
I am proud to say. I've been
the whole thing. Just the quote. Just do the quote like Shatner.
No, I can't do that. Oh, I'll tear up.
I know. That quote, it's brutal, right?
It's a Star Trek tearjerk.
It is.
All right. Quit it.
I'm not. I wasn't being like that. I was just like, it's emotional. For some
Nick from Montana. Over to Tom.
Yeah.
All right, dear Buzz Crew, all of you, as I look back on all the joy and knowledge and laughs that BOL has given me over many years, it would be easy to feel above everything else a sense of sadness, and I know that is the first reaction that has come forth from many members of this community. But when I look back over the years, I see all of the different ways BOL, in all of its different forms, has shaped my life over these years together. And from that, I see optimism for all that is to come from our hosts in our community. And I am reminded of a powerful quotation from Charles Dubois. The important thing is this: to be able, at any moment, to sacrifice what we are for what we could become. Good luck in what will come, and remember the words of John Keats to remember what has been. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases, it will never pass into nothingness, but still we keep a bower quiet for us and a sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet dreaming. All the best, Nick from Montana.
Aw.
Thanks a lot.
Pull together, Marin.
Thanks a lot, you
Pull
jerk.
together.
Oh, dear Lord. I don't tell you. Okay. D-Dog, we already talked to. You want Jim in Orange County?
Yeah, I'll do that. All right, this one comes to us
Drink
from Jim.
some more
Jim
tea.
writes in and says, each night I download 6 tech podcasts, 4 news podcasts, and 7 political talk show podcasts for the next day's commute. But each day, I actually listen to one, Buzz Out Loud. Because your podcast is of indeterminate length, sometimes I check out one of the others afterwards. BOL murdered my commute. You left my commute on life support when you went weekly. Now you've driven a stake through its heart. My commute is dead. I hope it doesn't come back as a flesh-eating zombie and take revenge on the BOL crew. Good luck. I'll miss the whole gang.
Me too.
Yay, no more commute.
Oh, yeah.
Just quit your job.
Yay.
Solution.
Real easy, real easy.
You're in luck. Thomas Mark writes in and says, I wanted to drop a note and say thank you to Brian, Molly, and yourself for working on a great show. To Stephen. The ending of the show will be greatly mourned by myself and its many fans. A mix of interesting topics and great personalities. It's been a welcome reprieve for me during the workday for a long period of time. Good luck on your future endeavors. Perhaps we could have a new show of just computer love.
Not saying anything.
Wow. Brian not saying anything is telling.
Isn't it, though?
Because Brian doesn't ever not say anything.
Uh-huh. That's what I'm thinking.
Here, I can take the next one.
Yeah, you take this one.
We'll move on from that.
I guess we'll let him off the hook a little bit. Stay tuned.
No, it's happened again. Anytime I start to lag on listening to a podcast, they decide to end. So I've gotten super busy at work and haven't had as much time to listen to podcasts lately. So I've gotten pretty backed up on back episodes of BOL. Over the past week, I've been able to catch up only to find out that the show is ending.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, BOL. It's all my fault. This has happened to me before with shows like The Mailbag, Today in Tech History, Gadgets, and many other non-CNET shows. Even back in the day when I was a wee lad, I stopped watching the CNET TV shows and bam, Ryan Seacrest left. I promise to try and watch and listen more in the future. I feel so bad when I destroy the things I love. In all seriousness, congratulations on the great opportunities. Thank you for the great content over the years, and good luck. Thanks, David.
Yay.
You must be a Joss Whedon fan too.
I just caught up on Firefly. We blame you, David, by the way.
Nathan Fillion has a new show now. You're really going to like it. Lewis Long wrote in, says, I've been listening to BOL since high school, even before Veronica started speaking on the show. That is like such a milestone, by the way.
Really? Yeah, totally.
There's only like 9 or 10 shows, I think.
Must have been longer
There's hardly
than that.
any.
Maybe 20 tops before you actually.
Because in
it
the
was
beginning,
August.
it was like once, maybe twice a week.
It was
right?
August
so in time, it
2005.
was spanned out pretty long.
August 2005 is when Veronica first spoke.
But Jason makes a good point, which is that over time, the time frame
amount
was
of
kind
time,
of longer
yeah,
because it was
like
still only
months
twice a
because you
week.
were only
Yeah.
once or twice a week.
But yeah, it's like it's like BVS or AVS before Veronica spoke after. Anyway, I just want to thank each and every host of Buzz Out Loud, past or present, for helping me find my passion and engaging me with brilliant analysis of tech news. Buzz Out Loud helped me pick journalism as my major in college, educated me throughout college, and you all continue to inspire me every day. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be writing software reviews and blogging about tech for my job. Wow, dude. I hope you're getting paid. Because I hope you weren't going to become a doctor or anything. You guys have helped me shape my life. As hyperbolic as that sounds, it's true, and I will miss Buzz Out Loud and every one of its hosts dearly. I look forward to your new projects. Keep doing what you love, and I'll keep watching. Your loyal listener, Lewis. I can't tell you how many emails we get like that, and it really, I'm sure it seems at times that we don't take this job or this responsibility seriously, but we do, because we're totally aware that you guys are like, you're the reason that I wrote this thesis or got this job or whatever. It's
pretty insane.
It's pretty intense. Yeah.
All right, I'll jump in on this one. This one comes to us from Raina Villa. Hello, Molly, Brian, and Steven, and the gang. My name is Raina, 21 years old from East Los Angeles, California. I've never emailed or called in, but I just wanted to thank you guys for providing hours upon hours of amazing content for me on my commute to and from school. I actually discovered you guys through Andrew Sims of Mugglecast, a podcast for Harry Potters. When you guys went weekly, it was also around the time that Mugglecast switched to monthly shows, and I've been at a loss for good podcasts since. I think it's about time I make use of all those audible.com offers every podcast seems to make. Molly, you're an inspiration to myself and so many young women seeking careers in journalism and digital media. Brian, you make me ruffle. Steven, thanks for making CNET content the best it can be. Stop being so good at your job. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors and look forward to seeing what new and wonderful content you have to offer. Don't forget to be awesome.
Aww.
Thanks, Raina.
All right, I love this email because it's all about the Steve. Dane from Duluth, Minnesota wrote in and said, I'm 14 years old, so right now I'm being shaped into the man I will become. And I wanted to thank Steven for being one of the people to do that. Over the last year, without knowing it, Steven has been influencing me, teaching me to do my very best, bring new things to the table, and keep an element of surprise. So I say thank you to a man that taught me things that will stay with me for the rest of my life and didn't even know it.
Dan, that's a heavy email. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it.
I gotta say, like every host and every producer brings so much to the show, and Steve came in here and just like made it his own, killed it from Into It, Not Into It to the production elements to like I'm doing my damn script at the top of the show. Like it's amazing how this kind of, we call it the producer role, but it's so not, right? Like as Jason and Veronica can attest.
It's very intense coming in here, especially with everyone in this room right now, and I just had a blast, and I just want to say thank you to everyone. I had so much fun doing the show, so I'm gonna miss it a lot. Aww. And that's it. Thank you.
All right, this is a good place to end, I think, on this last email. Tom, you want this one? It's pretty good.
From Brian?
Yep.
Brian Barton writes in to Buzz Out Loud, buzz@cnet.com, says, "Hey, Buzz Crew, after all the years and episodes, I'm surprised nobody has ever said it, so I will. Love the show."
There you go.
To keep abreast of the rest of these news, check out our news site.
News.cnet.com. Our sister site.
At our sister site. You know, I feel about Buzz Out Loud the way I felt about Tech TV. And that's the one thing that I'm holding on to and trying not to cry too much today, is that when Tech TV ended, it was horrible. And I didn't think, we'll never have a community like that again. We'll never have people we'll never have a time like that. And Buzz Out Loud is where we found that again. And I sound like I'm crying a lot more than I am. Look, I'm not, really not. But no, I mean, when we started to get that feedback, when we started to get those first voicemails and those first emails, I was like, oh my gosh, this is what it felt like back then. That can happen again. I was amazed. I was like, because I didn't think I'd ever feel that connection to an audience again. So it, as we've said over and over, it is the community that makes a show, and it definitely has made Buzz Out Loud. But that doesn't mean that just because the show is stopping, that the community has to go away, or I can't find plenty of other places. Look at all the people at Tech TV who went on to do bigger and better things, and look at all the talent in this room, and all the big, and better things that are going to be always on.
Did you guys get that?
So good.
Plug.
You guys get that?
So yeah, I mean, everything comes to an end. Star Trek never lasted more than 7 seasons.
When I left yesterday, when I got in the elevator to go home, did you just correct him? How many was it? Well, actually, vis-a-vis the Star Trek, I Love Lucy was playing in the lobby when I left yesterday, and I was like, oh.
One thing's for sure, we lasted longer than Jersey Shore.
Boom! Boom! Suckers!
Whatever.
There are more things. There is everything does change, and there are cool, awesome projects on the horizon, but that now is really not the time to point you to those, because I think now is the time to say, thank you. This show is everything that it is because of the people who listen to it and talk to us every day, and we will never forget that, and we will find a way to make you part of everything that we do in the future.
Yep.
Amen.
And thanks to everybody who's been a host and a co-host, and we have exciting news, which is that Donald Bell is becoming part of the TV team.
Woo! About dang time.
Just in time for him not to be able to. But you're going to be seeing a lot more of him on video, and we just, I don't know, it's just been it's been amazing. It's been an amazing part of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Is now an appropriate time to fire you all?
Yes. Yeah. Do that. Ready?
You're all fired, especially Jason.
Especially Jason.
I wasn't expecting that.
Right.
I've never been fired before from Veronica.
You can't fire me, I quit.
Bye, you guys. Lindsay's out there with 3 bottles of champagne, and we're going to go drink our woes
Here.
away.
I got a really nice song to play us out too. So.
Okay. Oh, God, this is not going to help.
This has got to be the saddest day of my life.
Oh, God.
I called you here today for a bit of bad news.
Where's my iPhone lighter?
I need more alcohol. Cheers.
I won't be able to see you anymore because of my obligations and the ties that you have. We've been meeting here every day. And since this is our last day together, I want to hold you. Just one more time.
Oh, empty glass.
When you turn and walk away, don't look back.
Cheers.
I want to remember you just like this. Let's just kiss and say goodbye.
approval.
don't stop me till I'm through.
Beautiful. I love this song.
We're breaking into the techno
This
music.
is something I hate to do. We've been meeting here so long. I guess what we done was wrong.
Great rehearsal, guys.
You know what? I feel like we should make a show out of this. We had so much fun in here today. Wouldn't this be a good? Do you think people would watch this?
I do. When you were like Tom earlier, you're like, oh, I made Tom say stupid. It's like that's right. When you say certain things, I go stupid. Love it. Love it.
Okay. You gotta go to. I just invited the entire chat room and you guys to Kate O'Brien's for drinks tonight after work. We're doing it. We're
Awesome.
gonna toast this.
I've got ties, and so do you. I just think this is the thing to do.
Bye. Adios.
Seriously, when's the next time that all of us will ever be in the same room together again? Maybe a CES?
Yeah.
It would-
I know Gillespie was like, I want the reunion show.
Working for Veronica 20 years from now.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll totally happen.
Yes, Mrs. Belmont.
be fired by her. Yeah.
I know.
Except for Jason, who just got fired.
Jason won't be part of it. He'll be sweeping the floors up in the back.
Jason, I want you to work for my company. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm afraid about what
Well, that was fun.
Wow. That was 2.5 hours.
Oh my god.
Now we have to cut the show in half.
That was so much fun.
We're literally, I'm serious, like yesterday in the 1 o'clock meeting, they were like, how long do you think it's been? I'm like, probably like 90 minutes. And everyone's like, what?
Wow, that's
Like,
crazy.
Like, I don't know. It is like 17 people.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think Natalie
What is
tried
it,
to
10
call
minutes
us.
per person?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Clearly but then it's 30 minutes per each podcaster. You got to talk a
And
little
then
more.
28 emails.
Oh, Chin. Angry French is there. Did you see the Trojan bees in there?
Yep.
Let's kiss and say goodbye, pretty
You guys
Well
get some
then,
emails that
Gil.
say, where was all the news on this episode?
Mass Effect just announced extended content.
Yes.
for Mass Effect 3.
That Viacom thing is actually, that's really good.
I know, that's actually, I wasn't kidding about it.
I'm really glad you brought that out. I was just like, what? The what?
Let's just kiss and say goodbye.